Greetings, esteemed guest. My name is Rosenbruder, and welcome to a game I am very excited to finally get around to playing. Ash of Gods Redemption. It is tactical combat game, some card game elements, and there are lots of very heavy on the story, which looks absolutely fascinating. Like an all-new fantasy world, some unique ideas you don't get to see very often. But yeah, the three main points that really attracted to me this game was the art style, for one, and well, the music sounds quite good so far. But the art style, it's all hand-drawn, I believe. Lots of rotoscoping, which if you don't know what that is, that's when they use live actors to they use live actors to act out the scenes, and then they put the animation over the top. Always a big fan of that. Always adds a fluidity and a realism to the animation, I find. So always a fan of that. So the second point is they said no random dice rolls, which I'm excited about because RNG is the absolute bane of my existence. Anyone who's played XCOM will undoubtedly agree with me on that. The third point, something that intrigues me most is they said something about so it's got three main protagonists, but any one of them could die and the story still goes on, so which intrigues me. I was thinking something like maybe Mass Effect, where Commander Shepard bites the dust and the game carries on without her. Like, I don't know how accurate that interpretation of what they said is, but we'll see. So let's begin, shall we? Okay, so we're not going to be doing Iron Man mode because I've never been able to beat XCOM on Iron Man, I admit, and I have a feeling that this is going to be some similarities. Story mode, normally I would play on story mode. It looks, because I just if it's something I want to just relax and enjoy the story on, this looks like it'd be a good story. But I think this is classic mode is how the game is meant to be played, with a lot of risk. So we're going to be doing a playthrough of this one. He says before getting brutally punished. So this is the launch trailer. The year 300 since Divine Retribution, the Spring Equinox. This is the launch trailer, I believe, which was the one that I saw, and it fascinated me. They got some weird, like, Witcher vibe with these dudes. The eyes. I love the animation so much. That's your Wilhelm scream there. I think everyone's just dropping dead around these big bad dudes, who look quite interesting. Now the trailer ends here, so this is what I'm not too sure about.
Unsolved mysteries are like an unquenched thirst, premonitions of trouble to spur you to keep going.
So I believe this may be our first protagonist, dude, man, person, individual.
1002 years since divine retribution. The end of winter. The Vale of Mercy. Foothills of the Milky Mountains.
It's quite a lot of time has passed since that intro we saw. 700 years ago, you and the other Kuros took to the field at Drowsy Deep, seeking to prevent a great calamity, the reaping. Your self-sacrifice should have destroyed the reapers once and for all. 9 years ago you began feeling a growing sense of unease, and decided to roam to Terminum in search of the cause. So that's what we are. We are a Kuros, I believe. Yeah, we're 700 years old at least. It's, a month ago you met a temple servant in the town of Gordon. There was something peculiar about him. Feeling a long-forgotten sense of dread, you realized it was an Umbra Reaper in disguise. He noticed you too, but chose not to pursue. Bowing in jest, he merely winked at you. The return of the Umbra forewarns of an impending reaping, so you head to the Milky Mountains, seeking the local CRS. You hope to learn the time and place of the coming reaping, and prevent it. When you stepped onto the narrow path, you noticed several sets of footprints. At the time you thought others might be seeking advice from the CRS, but they're just ordinary bandits in search of easy prey. Okay, so, time to act. Blue tiles indicate where your character can move during its current turn. Orange tiles indicate extra moving distance. Your character must spend energy to move there. Okay. And it's an important dialogue within reach. You can attack the health with it. Energy. Wait, it's casually strolling. Get wrecked. Wait. Damaging an enemy's energy reduces their options. Okay. Enemy has a lot of health, but only 5 points of energy. It's so easy to strip remaining energy. So okay, cool. With the right mouse button, you list the skills. Okay. So you get rid of all the energy, you can do bonus damage. Expect an enemy to learn more about their abilities. Click on tile with hand on the left mouse. It's a Gel Berserker. You can manually walk. Okay. Click on an empty tile with the mouse. Well, I don't want to go over there, do I? I want to kill this dude. I suppose I've got to do what the tutorial says. If you want to use a skill that doesn't require a target, right click on a tile your active character is standing on. So you list skills. There's also a skip turn button, which comes in handy if you're unable to act or don't want to. Remember to always finish the turn by using one of your active character's abilities, or by clicking on the skip turn button. Circular hit. So we want to do the energy again. Why in the battle? Oh, that's just the objective. Okay. Oh, I've already done this wrong. There we are. Yeet! Oh, so there's a timer up here. Where you going, Bo? Where you going? I wonder what the point in that was. So yeah, there's cards later on, I guess, that determine like who you have in your party and that stuff. Which is interesting. What's our name? Has it said our name yet? Hopper Rowley. You're about to knock on the hut's door when it suddenly swings open. A woman appears on the doorstep. Your heart leaps from your chest. She's the one you left behind when you went to fight at Drowsy Deep. She is the one you loved, Amma. In a detached manner, Blanche took you a long time. It's been 702 years. Managed to survive where 12 of our king perished. Did you go into hiding? Please, call me Hopper. I'm already used to the name. I was called Blance, when we were together. I wasn't hiding in that battle, you know. I was wounded, pierced by arrows. That's why I didn't complete my task. Yes, I've heard the legend of the 12 brave ones. They who cast an enchantment on themselves and turned to stone. They achieved their goal. The land they called home was free from plague and reaping. A price too high, though by my reckoning. Why did you come in search of me again? I wasn't looking for you, but for the local seeress. There are signs. Beasts are leaving the forest of Datura? The Vandal witch has been sighted on woodland trails. I ran into a track while in Gordon and myself. They have returned. Another reaping upon us. I wasn't expecting to do so much dialogue. That's a foolish question, Hopper. Do not foretell the obvious. You might as well have asked whether winter will follow autumn. The reaping is coming, you know it. All loose ends shall be tied. Oh, so tired. That's a foolish question, Hopper. Isn't she Hopper? I do not foretell the... Oh, wait, that's what she said. Right, okay. What do you mean by tied? What do you know of the current reaping? What do you mean by tied? One day, final reaping will come. The question is, will anything be left in this world afterwards? Besides, of what concern is it to you? Are you not immortal? I'm the same as you, Emma. Even if we are both Umbra. We have long embraced the human way of life. I care about the fate of Terminum. So the Umbra were the evil dudes, but it's also us. That might be why we're all immortal. I think that I saw something about them saying the gods had all gone, so these could be like, we could be the gods. Maybe? To the reaping we are no more than specks of dust. This time we don't have 12 comrades willing to sacrifice themselves. Among those still living, some will succumb and become reapers. Do you really wish to involve yourself? Okay. I need to stop the reapings. They're happening again because of me. It's my fault. Still, thinking of yourself, we are maggots, the lowliest of servants, lucky enough to have a seat at the table. Are you looking for the forsaken gods of this land? I have a book that describes the life of one. Here, take it. I had a good laugh reading through that nonsense. Thank you for the book. I've been searching high and low for similar records, but still, when and where will the reaping begin? That's where I'm needed. I know it. 700 years, the dead have blamed me. I need your help. Give me your knife. The same kind our brethren sacrificed themselves with. Give it to me, and you'll get your answer. Ooh, pity. Really hope to use it. Doubt anything else can kill a reaper. Well, here you go. Why do you want it? The reaping shall begin on the day of the vernal equinox, both in the north and south, in the towns of Woden and Albius. I wouldn't waste time if I were you. Sadly, I don't have time to reach the north. Farewell. I hope our paths cross again. Though you still haven't told me why you need the knife. I saw you kill me with this very knife, Hopper. So I hope our paths never do cross again. Farewell. Ooh, she might become a reaper.
What does one need to meet old age in peace? Only to avoid a major disaster.
Okay, maybe this is one of our protagonists. This may be our second protagonist. Of the game, the way this game looks. It's so pretty.
Year 1002 since divine retribution. Burkana, the kingdom of Odala, city of Albius. The spring equinox. 8th year of peace since the last war. A retired captain of the guard and his daughter are strolling through the festival market.
that my daughter? Oh, no. Yeah, I love the way his characters look. Gleda Brennan, my daughter is. Strange, a woman in odd clothing is walking away from the town. Her beauty should be turning heads. She does seem to be the only one who noticed her. Oh, that was to herself, okay. Gleda, are you daydreaming again? So we got Thorn, Brennan, and Gleda. You nudge your daughter when you see the Burgomaster, Baron Trouble, approaching. Ooh, what a pleasant looking man. He's definitely not evil. Good day, Thorn, Gleda. I take it there is a reason you've been scouring the market since dawn, looking for a gift for Licky? Yes, how did you know? But who's Licky? Arbis is far from the largest town. There aren't too many captains of the Royal Guard here, and even fewer captains' wives. And only one of these wives celebrates her birthday on the day of the spring equinox. Please give her my regards. I will, Burgomaster, though you are most welcome to stop by and do it in person. Burgomaster is easy to carry on, but one of the citizens calls his name. Trouble gives you a nod, tends to matters. Stubborn old man, he seems resilient. I've heard he is distant relative to the king himself. The distance of their relation may be the secret to his longevity. I would really try to do voices, but I'm actually quite sick at the moment. I got a really sore throat and I really didn't want to do so much. I thought that would be voice acting, but apparently not. Okay. But, well, it looks like we got carried away and aren't any closer to picking a gift for Licky. What are we going to get to her? Care to give me a hint? What would your mother like? Also, I'm kind of playing both characters during the dialogue option for both. We could give her jewelry. Then we need to head to Rask's shop by the town hall. We need clothing. Then we can visit the cloth merchants. Okay. Excuse me. I'm through the worst of it. Okay, so we can click on people. So the cloth merchant, Rust shop, and Gleda. Let's go to Padangang's store. Make your way to the cloth merchant and find the store practically blocked from view by the portly figure of the money changer's wife. She's a quarrelsome woman and obviously unhappy about someone invading her space. Greet her politely. I'm not going to mock her. The woman gives you a curt nod, no longer showing signs of frustration. Walking towards the town gate, she disappears among the market stalls. Is that?
Hey!
Hey, Padangang. Well met, Captain. But look what you've done, friend. You lost me a client. I swear this was close to taking the fortress. Well met, Captain. Oh, that was it. You're right, stout as the fortress she is. Not every fortress is worth a siege. Oh, I was calling her a fortress. Okay, this fortress is beyond your ability. You may be right, my friend. Luckily, she came with her husband. The pair are worse than highway robbers. The latter, at least. Yet you get away with just paying the toll sometimes. I doubt anyone could rob you. I noticed many times how you hold that measuring stick like a Vandal sword. It's a particular kind of grip. I thought you came from Isidar, but your movement is that of a Baldarian swordsman. Problem I have with some fantasy things, when they just throw so many names at you. Once you've mastered it, you never forget how to hold a sword. Did you not know, my friend, that I come from Baldar? I started trading in Isidar only because Frisia conquered my own land. I know, Bedangang. But this misfortune has lasted many years already. and everyone treats it differently. Not every Baldarian fled their lands. Some are living under the Northerners now. None of our neighbours seem eager to help us win back Baldar. Many of us simply given up hope, and I wouldn't bet on Frisia being content with it either. They're not likely to stop there. Hope that you'll help us fight the Northerners. I fear you might decide to join your kinsmen under Frisia. I hope that you fight us the Northerners. Frisians chased me away from the land of my forefathers. Here I was given a chance at a new life. When the time comes, I'll remember who wronged me and who showed me kindness. Nice. Keep that in mind, Pedangang. But for now, let's get back to choosing a gift for my wife. Well, we wanted jewelry, didn't we? What kind of fabric interests you? Are we done on wool, Baldarian silk? What do you think? Show us the wool. And this beautiful young Gleda would allow me to borrow the ring she wears on her little finger. I will spare you the speech. Gleda removes the ring from her little finger and hangs it to Pedangang. He takes a fluffy wooden shawl from the counter and in the blink of an eye pulls it through the tiny ring. Incredible. Didn't think it possible. Though, would this shawl be warm enough? This is precisely why this fabric is so valuable, young lady. Even though it's light and thin, it keeps you warm as it were heavy wool. That sounds pretty good. Let's look him to show us the silk. You have just the thing you look for, my friend. This handkerchief is a strand of silver woven into it, called the thread of life. It's said to be that it protects the wearer from dark magic, but you don't have to believe in magery to appreciate its beauty. Pedangang stretches a piece of white felt over the counter and reaches into his basket, pulls out the silk handkerchief, shimmering with delicate ornaments. He unfurls it. The motion looks like a host of butterflies fluttering over a snowy field. Dad, look, this is gorgeous. Imagine Mum wearing it. True, the skill behind such masterworks should be called magic. Oh, which one? They both sound good. And I haven't met what's her name? What's her name? She's no help. Let's go for the handkerchief. I don't know. Alright, let's go for the handkerchief. Set on the price. You fold the silken handkerchief and hand it to Gleda. As you're about to leave, the low tolling of a bell fills the market square. Bewildered, buyers and sellers alike fix their eyes upon the town hall. If only you had seen the fair lady I spotted earlier. Why, she was almost as beautiful as your daughter. Gleda noticed her as well. Went straight to the town hall she did. Perhaps her beauty drove the chimesman mad. Did he drink himself silly again? Chimesman has outdone himself. He isn't late this time. He started early. It isn't even midday. Doesn't the bell sound strange to you? Sounds like people scream as well, almost like it's screaming. Suddenly people begin collapsing. You turn around and grab Gleda by the hand. Run towards the town hall. The reaping. Said all start on the equinox. Oh, it's nipple clamping man. Aww. Gosh. See, barren trouble lying on the ground. Blood flows from his mouth, nose, ears and eyes. He is dying. So, nipple pinchy man is Dorp Carl. Resilient. I'm gonna try and do that voice for him. That sounds like it. You struggle to stay on your feet. Blood gushes from your nose. Gleda, scared to death, cowers behind your back. Rather tactic turn. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep that up. Who are you? You do not need to know. Use the last of your strength to keep standing. Your heart pounding. It's about to leap from your chest. Your throat tightens. Dying already? Yeah, I wasn't able to keep it up. Beg you leave my daughter alone. No, I'm gonna live. No, I'm gonna live a while longer. Looks as the monster is grinning. He clenches his fist. Pain shoots through your heart, and your chest tightens. A moment later, the pain stops. Thorn Brennan has a minor injury. Reaping is growing stronger. Okay. The towering monster looks at you for a moment, then extends its arm and points to your pendant. The monster grabs your captain's insignia, clenching it in its fists. Hissing, the strix in the pendant shrinks. What's the strix? The reaping begins with your family, Thorn Brennan. Monster vanishes. You shake your head, coming to your senses. Oh, blessed gods. Ooh. Hear what is said about our family. Quick, we've got to get home. What's a Strix? Strix might be alive. Gleda cries out, stopping you in your tracks. She hastily pulls some kind of coloured plaques from under her belt. He's almost burned me. Ross gave them to me about a week ago. Supposedly they used to be in magical battle cards in the past. They became burning hot all of a sudden. Gleda cries out, stopping you in your... Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at the cards. Oh, so it's like literally... I thought like the cards would be meta cards, but no, literal cards in the game. Okay. Magical plaques are hot to the touch, almost burning your fingers, yet they fit comfortably in the palm of your hand. You feel as if you could, with but a gesture, sling spells at any flow. Could they be regaining their power because of the reaping? You wonder where Ras came by these cards, but you remember seeing them peddled as curios and souvenirs by many Birken merchants. It's a bandit. The sound of footsteps come from somewhere up ahead. 3 thugs are barring the way. Swollen faces are contorted in mindless rage. Did highwaymen become so brazen as to attack townsfolk? No, I believe Nipple Pinchy Man is controlling them somehow. With a swift motion you draw your sword, but the thugs are unimpressed. You look closer and notice the vacant eyes and foam at their mouths. Your opponents are either very drunk or insane. You step in front of Gleda. I'll beat some sense into them. Stand back. In response, Gleda steps aside and draws her own blade. Did I practice with a sword all these years just to cower behind your back? Together we can deal with them faster. What your daughter is really asking for is some stern parenting. And the thugs attack you with a feral roar. Yeah, you don't want to have this like big conversation with them in front of them. They're nice to like stand there while we, swing our swords around. You know, hope Gleda has taken your lessons to heart. For character selection, you have more than one character in your party. You can choose a turn order. Just select any character standing on the highlighted tile, choose an action to end their turn, and the tile will dim. Okay. Then we've got the cards. Click on the icon on the bottom left to use a card. Each card has a number that shows in which round it will become available. Each card can be used only once per battle. After you use a card, you won't be available until the next battle. Okay. Wounds. Thorn is wounded. What's his name? Thorn or Thorn? Red skulls next to character portrait indicate the number of wounds the character has sustained. Character stats are lowered depending on the number of wounds. If the character sustains 4 wounds, they die. Keep an eye out for this useful button, which is behind me. It can be found throughout the game. Clicking it to read description of various game mechanics. Okay, so let's get like a good. There's more characters up in the top corner there, which I don't know, who are they? Maybe they'll run in for it soon. So the enemies have battle cards as well. We've got skills down the bottom. Time required before the end of the round. Stat display above all characters on my battle cards. Click here to see all the characters' passive skills. Position. Place your battle before the start of battle. I mean, this is pretty good. I feel he's going to be a bit... Oh, she's got a lot more health than he does. Oh, it's maybe because he has a minor wound. Melissa... He's got... it looks like he's got more armor, so I'm going to try and see if that's a factor in have him like slightly in front so he can tank her. Parry, knockback. Pushes the character into one time, increasing your counter by 7. Let's do that against him. Let's do a health. Yeet! That thing, okay, so she's got normal attack, double strike, and a heavy strike. Looks like she's going to be able to attack him. Reduces your attack by 1. Deals 9 damage, but that deals 18 damage. Heavy strike deals 27, but increases your attack by 2. And then she's got some... here she's got some other spells to cover and damage. Let's do a double strike against this meme lord. Oh boy, it hurts her. No? Okay. That's good. He's got the red boy now, so we'll get... Oh, what's his name? Thorn? Almost... Oh, magic. Spirit armor, defense plus 10 till next turn. Touch careless, reduces health by 5 to a random enemy. Increases energy by 2 to all party members. Increases attack by 2 to a random party member. That sounds pretty good. Cure. So health. Reduces health by 10. And Rancor reduces attack by 5. Increases attack by 1 to all surrounding units. Let's save them. I have a feeling there might be more to it after this one. So he's got... Oh no, that's me. Let's what if I parry? Because if I can parry him... And then we got... Oh, so then we got that defense thing. Ah, and then, yeah, 0 damage. And then she can... Ooh. Ah, so because we got his energy down to 0, doing an energy attack now does double damage. Right, okay. Cool. This has gone up to 3. Why? Or is that just turn 3? Maybe. We don't really need any of these. Let's just do a standard whack-a-mole. Oh, we pushed that back. Gleda Brennan, frozen with terror. Gleda stares at the bloody corpses. This is the first time she has fought to the death. Grabbing your daughter by the shoulders, you shake her until she looks away from the bodies. She meets your gaze and, steeling herself, nods with determination. Thorn Brennan. That's his name. I'm gonna try and remember his name. I keep calling him Thorin, I think, because who's that, the dwarf on Hobbit? You are proud of your daughter, but even more so worried about your wife, Licky. There is no time to lose. You need to get home as soon as possible. A couple of side alleys later, you open the familiar gate. Victory! What's the Strix? 1,000 gold. Hopefully we can deal with this wound. You run into the house. Blood covers the living room floor. Old Tenor, your housekeeper, stands at the door, trembling. Quinna, his daughter, and your maid lies motionless on the floor. Just beside her is your wife, Licky. Tenor, what happened here? They're just trying to say something but cannot speak through suffocating sobs. It takes all your willpower to retain composure. Managing to speak is a struggle. With jaws and fists clenched, nails dig deep into the flesh of your palms, and your teeth feel as they are about to crack. Gleda is stroking her mother's hair and whispering to her. For a brief moment you consider ending your own life. But you have a daughter in need of protection. She resembles your wife so strongly. You slowly turn to the servant. He is saying something. Poor Tenor. Such a tragedy has befallen us. Oh, such grief. First both Licky and Quina screamed in pain. Then my daughter seemed to lose her mind. She went at Mistress Licky with a knife. Mistress defended herself, but... Oh, so... Nipple Pinching Man... I can't remember his name. It's a serious moment, but I keep calling him Nipple Pinching Man. But he must have, like, taken over her mind somehow, and then... Okay, so... Let her give me a hand. Oh, I don't want to do it. No, Licky, no. Then what do we do now? How do we go on? Oh, the horror. The horror. His Excellency Count Vichy and his young son Bran. Always said it would end this way. My last name is Bran. Oh. Why would I not want to mention their names? He always said it would end this way. The Count said many things. Dad, this isn't the time for old grudges. He said that it would start with our family. We have to leave town. You're right, Gleda. Pack your things quickly. Tenor, saddle the horses. Yes, understood. You brush aside a strand of your wife's hair and notice something odd. A dark blue mark, like an ulcer, on the nape of her neck. The surrounding skin is swollen, as if burnt. Gleda also notices it and backs away, her face pale. This is right out of an ancient manuscript. The same thing happened 700 years ago. Pain pierces your neck and grows into a fiery noose. It strangles you, and you die in terrible agony. They called this the plague, the reaping. Dad, the back of my neck is burning. Oh no. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let me see. Damn it. You've got the same mark. Take a look. Do I have it? Nothing? How come? Why did the plague spare me? Wait, I don't believe in luck. There must have been something else. Something that protected me. But what? I think it was this thing here. What was it called? I can't even remember anything. I read a manuscript about the reaping. It mentioned special stones. The Strixes, that's it. Like the one on your pendant. Maybe that's why the monster in the square took an interest in it. You take your captain's insignia off and hang it from your daughter's neck. She nods. You pull her into your embrace again. You walk into the front yard and look around. No, you shouldn't bury Licky here. Better do it in the back. Gleda follows you. Get Tenor and bring the bodies here, you tell her. Be quick about it. Time is short. Just wrap them in something, alright? You finish digging. Your hands are shaking, but not from fatigue. Tenor buries her face in his hands. Gleda is shadowing of her former self. Realization dawns. If you halt, sorrow will drown you. Climb out of the freshly dug grave and lift Licky's body. You lay Quina's body beside that of her mistress. They used to play together as children. You lift the shovel. Gleda remains still. Tenor mumbles one of the temple hymns. What could he be asking of the gods, you wonder? But you say his prayers to his daughter now. You drop the last handful of dirt onto the grave, throw the shovel aside. You feel as if on the edge of the cliff. Your wife is no more. Her body, no longer in your warm embrace, but in the cold earth. For some reason you still live. Gleda hugs you, pulling you back from the precipice. Same as when you met the Reaper. Gate also we can leave. Talk to Tenor. Let's talk to Gleda. Gleda loads her horse up, weeping over the tack. Oh mum, how are we going to live without you? She whispers. You embrace your daughter. She presses her face, wet with tears, to your chest. It's over for Licky, my dear, but you and Mact, it isn't. Remember this, no matter how much it hurts. Who's Mact? Gleda nods and tries to steel herself. No longer sobbing, she starts strapping the saddlebags. It's not over for you either, Dad. No matter what you think, I'm nearly finished. Just need to pack Rask's scrolls. Maybe I'll get a chance to return them. Take the scroll and throw it aside. It pains you to look at your daughter. His every motion is like that of your wife. You grit your teeth and carry on. There's no time to lose. Help her fasten the package. Glad buries her face in your shoulder. Thank you. Mum's dead. I've got to run from the reaping. I'm still fussing with this package. Talk to Tenna. You enter the house and see that Tenna has packed your things, but it seems there's no rush to leave. What's keeping you, Tenna? Tenna makes a helpless gesture. Forgive me, Master Brennan, but I am not coming. I must remain by my daughter's side. I will look after the house for as long as I draw breath. Ask him whether he hopes to survive. Tell Tenna that he has been an excellent servant. Ask him about this. Tell Tenna he's been an excellent servant. Tenna's expression softens. You've been a model husband for Mistress Licky, no matter what her father, the esteemed Count Vichy, says. To the gate. It's Captain Krieger. Fisk, the guardsman from the northern gate, is with him, as are 4 lads from his company. What should we do? Let him in before he destroys the gate. Gleda, shut the stable doors for now, just in case. I'll be damned, quick. Bring the horses in. Thorn, has your old servant gone deaf or something? Beg my fist bloody on your damned gate. Don't know what's happening in the town. Shut up. I do know. Tenna just lost his daughter, do you understand? And I lost my wife. Curse this damned town. Licky, gods, I'm sorry. Real sorry. Damn me if I upset you, Thorn. You die, so don't you worry about it. At this rate, all of us will. What happened to you? Why am I an angry boy? When the monster came to town, everyone went berserk. Have you seen the sign it left on the gate? What do we do now? I wanted to ask the Burgomaster, but I don't think I could make it through. Besides, I had the lads with me. Hey, you pansies. Come here. You alright? Looks like you didn't even shit your britches. Take care of the horses while we figure something out. Okay, so we can talk to those people or leave this. Alright, so I guess we got to talk to them. One of the soldiers leans against the shed, his legs seeming unable to support him. Brett, lounging about? No, just coming to my senses, thinking what to do. Cow, what else? What hope have you against a reaper? Cow, what else? I mean, both of those were quite mean. So maybe this is the will of the gods. Maybe it will be alright. What do you suggest? Should we just kneel and ask forgiveness? The gods wouldn't let women and children suffer a blade. Get a grip, whelp. I'll take your sword away if you don't. I'm not giving up my sword that easily. All my life. Not that it would change much. He's got a bow in his hand, but when it switches, he's got... Oh no, that's my sword. Ignore me. I'm crazy. Listen to me, boy. Do not ever let fear wag your tongue for you. Curb it. If you want to die, go die. Just don't drag others into it. Who's this guy? Sop. Quit following Hode's tail. Go tighten the tack on your horse. So this is Hode and that's some dude. Oh, you remember me? Help me get rid of this nanny. At this rate, you'll soon be holding my member while I piss. Let him look after Gleda, why not? The Sop. But Hode, aren't we friends? Did you see what's happening in Albius? Don't drag Gleda into this. I worry about you. I'm not raw dough, and you're not a baker. If you want to look after me, do it from farther away. I don't like the blonde-haired dude. That's what distress does to men. You look stiff as a prick in a bathhouse, Sop. Don't worry, he'll cool off and you'll be good pals again. Thorn, what else did you want to ask the lad? Why are you staring at the gate? Well, I mean, it's a really nice sturdy gate. We could just stay here and wait for this mess to clear up. Let's not ford a river of shit. We're already knee deep in it, Sop. What do you think this gate's gonna stop? That monster? Maybe the plague? What's next? Crawling under the sheets? Will it help? I want to do the right thing. What if the madmen come to their senses and everything will be alright? Don't think that's happening, lad. Why the sour look? Should I sing and dance? This is no fort. We have to get to Ursus. It's kind of changes tune there a bit. All the taller and the Jeranan army is nearby. The king himself is there. We won't go hungry. All you care about is stuffing your face. The entire Jeranan army loses their minds like the Albius guards. Ursus will be good for nothing. Well, I mean, we haven't been afflicted with madness, so there must be someone sane in Ursus too. Let them deal with this mess. How are you holding up? Trying my best. My knees are shaking. Don't like this one bit. I'd rather have a war. War doesn't keep men waiting. You find that your knees shake less when you're marching. You see what lies ahead. Point us in the right direction. Don't just talk. You're our superior, aren't you? Alright, enough talk. Look at Sop ramble. Usually too busy chewing. He probably thought we'd be hiding in a tavern. If you could hide from this mess in a tavern, I would be there already, Krieger. Do something. We didn't join Brennan's company by chance, did we? I mean no disrespect, Captain. I respect my decisions. First we need to leave town. We'll ride to the nearest men here to be rid of the plague. We'll see where we go from here. I am very... Oh, okay, so we got a loyalty increase from Sop. But I am very, very interested in this world. This very interesting setting. I am liking it. I think I remember... Oh, was it this? I can't remember. I can't remember if it was this or something else. Something about a book. Krieger, forget about trouble. The burgomaster is dead. Up to our belts in shit. What do we do now? Wash the shit stains and run. I like the word shit a lot. Okay, what's the sign on the gate? How should I know? I'll stand guard by the northern gate with Fisk. May the gods punish him with sobriety. Suddenly, a monster appears. Okay, so Flit. This dude's Flit. I've heard of this creature. Temple records them off. Temple. I've heard of this creature. Temple records refer to them as reapers, for they come in reap time. They don't always look like monsters. Sometimes they appear almost human. Umbra, they call themselves. But there's only a passing mention of them in the chronicles. Okay, so the Umbra is like this race of maybe angels or gods or something that have come down, and the good ones call themselves the Umbra, I guess. And the bad guys, like Nipple Pinchy Man, is the Reaper. I've got no idea, but frankly, I don't fucking care. I just know what I saw. Such a sight. You'd shit your britches. Many did, in fact. They all fell to the ground. The monster drew some kind of mark on the gate and let out a screech. The Reaper said that the gate was sealed and death would come for all. It spoke in the temple tongue, then in Frisian. Shut up already, you fucking whitling. You've been prattling on and on. If only you waved your sword around with as much bravery as you wag that tongue, snot-nosed brat. This guy hasn't spoken yet. Have I ever given you reason to call me a coward? Ooh, I kind of like Flit. He seems to know what's going on, so let's tell Krieger to drop it. Hold your horses. You too, Flit. Calm down. How come you know so many languages? I just had to learn them. Many records exist only in Frisian or in the temple tongue. Knowledge is never useless. As for courage, you either have it or you don't. You can't know if you do till there is needed it. Oh, check the back of everyone's neck. Plague leaves a mark. We figured that out already. None of my lads are marked. Checked them myself. Townsfolk have been clutching their necks though. God, so Fisk, this is Fisk here. The gods showed pity on us, spared us from this plight. Why, we'd be squirming on the ground without them, thanks the gods. Fisk. There's like a, loyalty system. I'm guessing like as these people die, like, well, hopefully no one dies, but you know, we'll see how we do. You could lose someone in the party and that's it. Krieger has one of these as well. You invoke, I gotta check everyone else. You invoke the gods, but they have naught to do with it. Confound them. We've got our Strixes to aid us. And you, Fisk, what do you have? So he doesn't. Well, what do you mean? I have a spear and armor. They aren't of the highest quality, I admit. Wonder whether you're drunk or just stupid. Perhaps I'm not making myself clear. A bit slow on the uptake, aren't you? I'll explain, but I won't repeat myself. Strixes protect you from the plague. Krieger and I have our captain's insignias. These lags have earrings with flecks of the stone. Where's your Strix? Showing you a piece of jewelry. I've got a small one in this pin. Used to be my mother's. Okay, so that's, I guess in here it's the stone that's protecting everyone. I've kept it in memory of her, though I don't wear it. It's a lady pin's after all. Though she protects you, even in death. Pray to your dead mother, Fisk, rather than the gods. You said something about going berserk, Krieger? Well, you see, the monster just etched a sign on the gate and vanished. Then the bell started ringing and everything went to shit. People got to their feet and started beating living daylights out of each other. Some scampered off. Others took up arms. Some folks used their bare hands. Fisk and I ran for it, but that didn't go too well. Even people we knew were lunging at us. We wanted to avoid killing them, of course, but the way things were, we fought our way to the stables and found these here lads. I see, it's starting to make sense. Plague leaves a mark. It makes you go berserk, but not always. Perhaps some possess the fortitude to resist. Do Strixes have aught to do with it? Mark's not a death sentence, then, if you can resist it. Things are looking up, lads. Something to drink to. Okay, it's time to leave town. Everyone on your saddles. Damn, it almost slipped my mind. When that thing left its sign on the gate, the townsfolk didn't lose their minds right away. First, a merchant rode through the square in a gallop. It's a miracle he didn't trample anyone. Turned the handle on the winch, slid something between the gates, opened them up, and off he went, all by himself. And here I thought he was good-for-nothing milksop. Surely you know him, short beard, always smiling, shop near town hall, doesn't shy away from drinking either. Rask? Oh, so we didn't end up meeting Mark Rask, we met the cloth merchant instead. So he managed to get out of town. Is the gate still open then? No, the townsfolk were already going berserk. Some of the guards went after this Rask fellow, by the way. Then the gate slammed shut. No one was holding it open. So it's possible to open the gate after all. Krieger, gather everyone, let's go. We're leaving town. Tenor, you sure you won't change your mind? I am too old to change my mind, master. The gods grant you an even road. Farewell. As you wish, everyone behind me. Krieger, Tenor, open the gate. Oh, I like the horses. You stop in the square near the gate, dismount and peek around the corner. The ground before the gate is littered with corpses. Beside them, guards shuffle about, scratching their necks and growling now and then. They have weapons at the ready. The incessant tolling of the bell makes you squirm as you examine the gate. There's some kind of glowing sigil on it. The square is filled with abandoned carts, baskets, crates and corpses. There is no way you can ride through. You have to make a decision. This could be the first bit. Did you realise what's going on? How come these madmen don't scatter? Maybe they serve the reaping now and are bound to its will. That's what I'm thinking. Ancient manuscripts make no mention of it. However, it said that the reaping is different each time. The reaper could have thought up some new trick. Rask mentioned something like this too. You discussed the reaping with Rask. Sometimes, you don't know anything of history if you don't know the reapings. They drive it, even though they've only been two. So how do you know it's different each time? Who knows? It would come back. Who knew it would come back? Alright. Since there's no other explanation, we'll go with this. Why did the monster seal the gate? These reapers are like children. Very cruel children, pitting people against each other. Just to see what happens to things. Just see what happens. Like playthings. What father said. Is your father a temple surgeon by any chance? Royal scribe? I didn't want to be a scribe. I wanted to become a warrior. So I fled from the capital. Consider your wish granted. Hoped it lost its charm. It soon will in any case. Shall we try breaking through? What do you mean break through? You out of your damn mind, Fawn? I know those lads, every single one of them. See the red-haired one? You know him too. He's a boy when he came to me. What, 15 years ago? Wanted to become a guardsman. And he did. Do you suggest we hoist our horses over the wall then? I know those lads too. See the woman lying there by the barn? She's mother to one of them. And who do you think cut her down? These are not the people we knew, Krieger. Well, I'm not quite myself when I drink either. Should I be killed for it? How do you know this can't be undone? Do what you will, Captain, but I won't lead an attack on my own men. You see the corpses at their feet. These are our lads, damn it. I'll give the order. Enough pondering. It's time to act. Cannot just charge at them. We need to split up. One group joins the fight, the other circles around the flank and makes for the gate. Why split? There's strength in numbers. What if more madmen turn up? I'm not here to win a fight. I just want to get us out of here alive. How do we open the gate? Sealed by the sign. If Rask managed it, and so can we. On your guard. You there, follow me. The rest to the gate. Okay, so I gotta make a choice. Who is joining us? Who is going to be in our party? I kind of want Gleda not in our party, in with the gate one, because I don't want to die. Oh, looks like my head's disappeared. Yeah, kind of want Gleda to be in the party, but it looks like I can take her out. Down here, this will help. Okay, so the characters who will fight, equipped items, being the available character in the deck, so use my cards, items, who's available to join the party. I kind of want to take Glitter out and send her to the gate. Looks like this kind of denotes class. So this would be like a warrior. So our guard fighter. He's a warrior, assassin, archer, and a spearman. So we can lose. Yeah, so they'll be like in the other group, and I'll take the others. So we'll take Sop. So we got the 2 archers, and then we'll take the 2 archers. So then we'll hold the line. So we've got 2 guys kind of holding the line, then the archers behind them. Or do we want to drop one of the archers? Oh, so his loyalty's high. Gives them the bonus to stats. Yeah, I want Glitter kind of not in this one, just to be. Oh, look, Strix's. Alright, let's do this. Someone who knows nothing about this game, I hope I have made some kind of smart decision. That's not the order I want them in. Let's bring them back. I'm gonna play this one defensively. Bring them back, and then we'll have a kind of a them two holding the line. I don't know how the range is. Yeah, he'll hold the center, and then he'll take this, and we'll have him here. Like that looks like he'll block in that one. And then if he moves, takes one step forward here, he can block up here. Maybe. See, I'd like to... So yeah, we can start shooting Deadshot, use up energy, but that doesn't... Alright, we won't... Let's take out this guy first. We do 7 damage. Oh, you need to get quite close then, okay. You can only do 1 attack then? Oh no, you go down and then... So he's already gone, so okay. So it's like... Think of it like... So you got a round of combat would have every single character going, and then you choose the order that characters act in that round, okay. So let's fight back and then cushion him back. Because we want to kind of move forward if we can. Here. Is that it? Okay, so he can move forward. Onslaught and stuns. Oh, we don't want to push him back. Okay. And you do a dead shot against him. That should bring him right down. Oh, but that takes your health. Why is it? I gotta really look at that. Why would? Oh, because you go over the energy amount or whatever. Okay. Let's have him move forward. What about one of these? Reduce health by 5 to random, increases energy. We don't really need that. We don't need to use a cure. He's got a parry up there. Do some damage, push it back with this. Do this and get a parry going. Yeah, so why does that use up your health? Oh, it says up there, just above there, 14 health, okay. To do the extra damage. We don't really want to do that. How much damage? 7. So I can hit him and then start doing more damage. Or start on this guy. Let's get these guys dealing with him. That's not what I wanted. Okay, let's do something over here. Might have to do a card soon. Increases defense, does not end turn. Also, I could do him and then move to someone else maybe. And he can tank him. Yeah, okay. So he'll do that, and then we'll go to him. And he will shoot somebody. Let's focus on him, he seems like a memester. Get rid of his energy as well. I guess that defense thing didn't work. I didn't read that right then. Maybe you do defense and you could move or something. I have to play around with it, work it out. Oh, so that's defending 3, maybe? No. Yes. Okay, so this means that he's 3 points of damage aren't gonna lose, so that's why if he does, he's only doing 4 points of damage even though it's 7 down here. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need some health on this dude. But we need to take this guy out back here. Parry would be good. He needs a parry this time around. Let's do it on here as well. And then his defense goes up for the next couple of turns. And I'll send one of these archers over to help him. This one. So you can move here. And do that? Yeah. And we can wipe out this guy. I hope I'm being smart about this. Taking hits though. No, we wanna take out one of these guys. So we either take out. Yeah, we want this guy dead. Only 6, so. Oh wait, but. Oh no. I could wipe him out with this shot. Oh, and that one would take away his energy as well. Yeah, let's do that. We'll take out his energy. And that breaks his like armor. Yeah, we need a card. Up by 5 to random. Let's see. No one's really gonna. So I can heal one of these two. I've only got 1 healing. I think he's gonna be in the most trouble. Don't know if I should. Can I do that? Yeah, I got. Okay. Oh wait, so you got to double click them. Okay. Also, I could do that and then still attack. Okay, cool. Ooh. Spicy boy. Okay, so we want him done, dealt with. I don't have much I can do. I don't know if I take a step back over, I'll get an attack of opportunity. What's he got? Now, can you... Yes, you can. You can... Oh, you can take a step back. No attack of opportunity or anything like that. Cool. Alright, big boy down. What's the blue thing mean? And a counterattack. Yes. Okay, cool. He cannot shoot him. What if he steps around and then we'll have to do a parry, I guess, or we can do a knockback. No, because I don't. If I push him into a thing, I don't know if that'll give me some trouble. So basic attack. Boom. Eat that spaghetti. Yeah. Get wrecked, mate. Okay, so we're doing alright. We're making headway. So we can't do that, but let's bring up his defense. And I don't want to do an onslaught because I don't want to. He'll still take 3, so that won't kill him, and then that'll put me in too much of the danger zone. Yeah. It's okay. You're gonna be alright. Don't you worry. And that kills him. Spicy spaghetti. But then we can come back with our own spicy spaghetti. So I didn't lose anyone, but that didn't go too well. I could have brought more people. That's weird. I could have brought some more people. I was trying to keep it light, you know. Trying to split the party, seeing if that did anything. But following the scuffle, you notice more guards. With weapons at the ready in a nearby alley, you run to the gate. Why is this not open yet? Do you want to go through this again? Krieger kicks the sealed gate in anger. Shit. Damned, Russ made it through somehow. Think, what can we do? Gleda suddenly remembers. Russ wiped something along the gap between the gates. Do you recall what Padagang said? The thread of life protects from dark magic. It's silver. We have Mum's silver necklace. Maybe that could help. Well, we had... Pull the silver trinket from the bag and toss it to Krieger. He shrugs and slides it along the gap. Reaper's sigil fades away. The gate creaks open. Damned. Silver work. Turn the witch now. Oh shit, I double clicked by accident. Look at your companions. I must save my daughter. And you, since you decided to join me. At least those still wish to carry on. We'll try to make it to the nearest men here. It might help. Onward. Cool, 500 gold earring. Energy +1. How you doing, lads? All good? So, silver necklace, so what's that? Okay, so the world map. Look at the road leading west. There are hoofprints and even dry drops of blood in the dust. You conclude it looks like Rask's pursuers went that way. Krieger, do you think we should try and catch up with him? There's more to that old man than the eye can see. In fact, I have a hunch he knows more about the reaping than anyone else. Krieger scratches his head. I can believe that. I saw him open up the sealed gate. He definitely knows something. We can still catch up with him. But this road doesn't take you straight to the men here. Rask got a head start, but his horse is no prize. We can go after him, but we'll lose an entire day, if not more. You start having doubts. And we may lose him. He's still got those nutty guards on his trail. They could have finished him off already. I have to make a decision now. So we gotta make a decision. But sadly, that is the time for me to end this episode. Sadly. Very good. Very interesting, good start to the game. I am enjoying it. Looks like there's a lot more to the map. a lot more exciting. But we will come back to it in the next episode, where I have to make a decision which way we want to go. Straight to the men here, which I think is here. Stonebridge, Northern Road, Colburn's Track. In Power 6 Stones, the only hope of saving your daughter. You must travel to the nearest men here. Which way did Thingy go though? Wait, what am I doing? No, I'm ending this episode. I want to keep playing. I will come back. So yes, this has been Ash of Gods. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I have loved it so far. It's really interesting. Looks like these Strixes kind of determine what you can, where you can travel to. But we'll work it all out in the next episode. My name has been Rosenbruder. This has been Ash of Gods. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful night.